they gon' ride, I don't know. Feeling depressed most of these days. Am I fine? I don't know. Out my mind, I don't know.
Okay, I know I made this title just for the heck of it. Well, I'm gonna bring you guys along with my school. I'm just wondering, like, if you guys don't enjoy this, just comment down below after this is a video and stuff like that. It's not really gonna be a video, but comment down below afterwards if you guys don't enjoy this. I won't do it in the past anymore or in the future at all, but I want to just test this out and see if you guys enjoy this. So first, my learning sport's about to start, so yeah. By the way, I'm gonna move my mic a little bit closer, just for the heck of it. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's hop into this. Okay, let's hop in my next class. So you guys won't be able to log into this school, of course, but if you guys go to Google, of course, and I have my drink here, so I have to be careful. What the heck am I doing? I never exactly did this at all, so I'm just gonna bring you guys along with this. A bunch of other stuff. I have noodle tools. And so what I need to do is go to Google Classroom for this one. So learning support is just, if you guys are wondering, it's just a class that it's like a free period. You have to work on whatever you need. But for me, in this class, I'm literally just going to how do I say, play Fortnite, because just for the heck of it. Because there's really nothing else I can do. Okay, let's go to classroom. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be bad because I can't hook this up. Because if I try to hook it up, you won't be able to see me. To watch. Camera has failed. So I have to use this, of course. So, snap camera, change the settings. Remind me later. Okay, resolution, I don't care. Let's unplug this. You guys won't be able to see me for a second. Okay. Okay. What the heck? Not gonna work. Okay, whatever. You guys won't be able to see me, but I keep my camera on here, okay? So, to help you out. So, let's do this. You guys can still see me. I'm gonna keep that there. Let's go in here. Snap the camera. Okay, there you go. What's up? Resolution. I'm not gonna make myself freaky. That's just too freaky. This one's 70, 720. I said 70 on accident. And now I need to join. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. So. Okay. This is my.
I thought he said that everything was on the Google Classroom was automated, so it checked it right away. Was I wrong on that? I could be.
It might, I don't know.
Okay.
If you don't, well, that's not true. You know what he may be doing, Joe? He may be holding release of the grades until everybody takes the test.
What's up?
Yeah, a lot of the teachers are doing that because if they release the grades immediately, then we have everybody here, great. Then those who haven't taken it, you know, would have access to it. So my guess is it's probably automated, but he's waiting until everybody gets the test in.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about that
Yep.
one. Nothing I can do. I heard you had a football practice till 7 last night.
Yeah, they're until like 7 now. It's not too bad.
So he shortened them instead of 7:30, or did he lengthen them?
No,
So
he's
I
shortened
can't
them.
let you guys see my email.
We were having practice until like 10:30. He's shortened them.
Well, he probably had to get those hours in from COVID, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Um, I just think
Because
he did that because we didn't
Okay,
have
now I
camp
can turn it
yet.
back on. There you go,
I think
guys.
that was the place of our like training camp.
yeah, don't they have to? I could be wrong. Don't they have to have so many hours by Whippeal?
It's not hours. It's days practice.
So he probably had to make up for that time with the COVID, right?
Yeah, but he can't say he schedules 2 a days. That doesn't
Mhm.
fill in. That doesn't fill in for uh the whippeals. That's just making us practice longer. That's just to them. It's just having a longer practice.
Oh. Well, can't help you with that one then.
Yeah.
Just deal with it. So everyone else, Nate is busy working. Hannah, do you have anything that you need to work on?
I just have to do math.
Okay. You are logged on to the math lab, right? In case you need help from Mrs. Trumbull. I mean, you're part of her classroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what the heck is going on.
Okay, so go ahead and do that. Connor and Mary, what do we have to do?
We do have was it the English?
Okay, what are you working on in English? Share it with me.
Um,
You mean that project?
yeah, I kind of worked on it a little bit, but yeah, I'm technically talking about the project.
The perspective presentation?
I think so.
So that's where you're working small groups to create a slide to present to the class?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you each doing for that? What's your slide going to be about?
What? Wait, what was the question?
What's your slide going to be about?
So the teacher gave us a group. So we have African Americans in the 1930s.
Mm.
Like I filled,
Well,
yeah, I filled a couple things out. So like I added a couple more.
where are you doing it? Because I'd like to see that.
Okay, hold on. Let me just figure out how to share this.
Hey, Joe, you have to do yours too. It's worth 20 points.
Okay. Can I share my screen on here? Oh yeah, it's right here.
Okay. So someone tried to share their screen with me and it wasn't working. He shared it and it said it was working, but I didn't receive anything to look at. And I don't know why.
Okay, can you see it?
Okay, I got yours.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Perfect.
So I
Now,
added.
everyone,
Yeah, I added a couple other
everyone will
stuff.
see it. Are you okay? Are you
Yeah.
okay with everyone else seeing it? Okay, good. Go ahead.
So I have a couple other stuff I added. So I added. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere like right here, but this right here is already here. I added this just like for the challenges they faced.
So yours is very small print. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
figure
trying to.
out
Yeah,
how. No, that's okay. No. It's not your text. It's the screen. So I'm trying to figure out how to enlarge the screen so I can see everything. and I'm not sure how to do that. That's better. That's better.
It,
Okay, I can read that now. Oh,
it,
now it went back.
it looks like Connor finished it all already. Honestly.
Were you in a group together?
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
Will, we had Mary right here, of course, but you can barely see, and I was in it.
Yeah, it was me, Connor, and Will.
So what is this word here under challenged face? Designing or dining?
Where was that?
Right here under challenged face, right here. It says redining.
Redining. That's just the definition I put.
Do you know what it means? I've never heard of it, and it may be very applicable. That's why I'm asking.
I exactly never heard it. She told us like something about like search some stuff on the internet, so I just took this part right here, and mostly the second point from the internet.
So I'm looking up, actually, I don't think it's dining. I think it's D-E-R, and maybe I just can't see it on this slide.
Yeah.
It's R-E-D-L-I-N, redlining. So make sure you have it spelled correctly. It should be R-E-D-L-I-N-I-N-G, redlining. And that means that the federal government has the ability to deny services. So it gives them the opportunity to decide who and who doesn't get their services. Now, Mary, I know you said that looks like Connor has it complete. Do you guys first of all, Mary, will you read it and see if it's appropriate for you, or do you want to make any changes? Because you're all in a group, right? If you don't, then tell
We'll be back on this in seventh period.
Okay, but you should read through it, okay, to see if you want to make any changes.
okay.
Okay.
Connor, share your screen. I wanted to see the YouTube. Oh, you got off too soon.
Oh wait, you want to see my YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Do you still do TikTok?
I don't do TikTok anymore.
I was
Okay.
going to go down and and press the link that you had in there, and you popped it off. Joe, are you still there? Because Joe needs to do this. He's not part of your group. So show us the
What?
YouTube.
What?
Your English slide. Do you have that done?
So this?
Yeah. Yes. Mine's done.
Okay, so let me see. Include at least 2 pictures and 1 link. So where are your 2 pictures, Connor and Mary?
Right here.
That's one. Where's the other?
I just messed it up.
Okay, both of them are there. Okay.
Yeah. So you want to see the link, don't you?
Yeah, I want to see the YouTube.
Miss Nicholas, yeah.
The Harlem Renaissance
class.
is one of the
Your
most
what?
iconic cultural
I
periods.
said all my
in
literature work is done.
Oh, good. So you have this presentation done already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I have access to it. I think I turned it in already.
Okay. So I was going to check it over.
Yeah, I turned it in.
Where the heck is the chat bar? It's right here. Okay. There you go.
Ah, okay. Okay, it's coming up now.
The Harlem Renaissance is one of the most iconic cultural periods in African American history. Throughout the decade of the 1920s, Black writing, art, and music flourished, ushering in a cultural revolution that rocked the United States.
One of the most important factors that accomplished the rise of what we know of as the Harlem Renaissance migration of black people from the South to urban centers like Harlem. The Jim Crow era began after Reconstruction. And every Southern African American had to think about what should we do? Should we go or should we stay? For many of these people, it was a matter of life and death, literally.
Okay, I'm gonna hop into playing some Fortnite. Okay, guys,
Repressive
so you guys can see it.
we create the most extraordinary
Bold, exciting forms of black music evolved,
Okay.
along with venues to listen and dance to this music. Blues and
Shadow
jazz
Strike
clubs
Path.
became a central part of life.
I know you
in
guys
Harlem,
can't see me, but
where artists such as Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington,
never gonna give you
Jackson,
up.
Smith,
Look out.
rose to power.
Bible.
You went away and never even let me cry.
Watch it. I'm bet
This era
reflex is
also
on.
saw the burgeoning of literary work by
No,
and
never mind.
about African Americans, which the writer
think he's
Alain
on.
Locke compiled into an anthology. He called it The
Okay.
New Negro, and its name came to
New mode
define the
mobile.
The Harlem Renaissance is a facet of
Let's do like one round or some stuff like that.
new
My teacher's
Negro.
still watching the YouTube.
We have a new generation of black people by this point, 2 generations out of slavery, using the arts.
Oh, I didn't
as a
see your
way
chat.
to
What's up,
help
Frank?
gain broader civil and political rights.
Yeah, it is school. Yeah.
Some of the framers of what became the Renaissance makes the argument that the artistic words of the people has to be proven by
I'm
the
just
words
I'm just
of
sharing
the art
I'm just
and
sharing this
institution,
stream for like, a
especially
little
for
bit.
people
Like
that
after this
work
after my school is done, I'm gonna go
has been
straight to a
defined
different
as
live
without
stream
culture,
and
without-
stream Fortnite or
without any
whatever you guys want
representation.
me to stream is up to you guys.
The Harlem
But
Renaissance is the
I'm just bringing this
flowering
along
of
just to see if you guys enjoy
creativity that has been
this.
suppressed for centuries. People who have this sense that things were opening up, and finally, we can be the people that we imagine ourselves to be.
Also, before I go in this mess, let me just share something for you guys. So, in I think 6th grade, you guys don't know who Mary is, but
I love it. It embodies
she was
a
the person
lot
I
of information
actually I had a crush
visual,
on
easily
before, but that's not
understandable
all.
short mode. Nice choice. Did you like it, Mary?
Yeah.
Did you see it? Yeah. That's really cool.
We took it from the regular
Nice
movie,
job.
regular video.
Joe, do you remember what your YouTube link would be
Whoa,
for
wait,
yours?
wait,
So
what's
we can
happening to my-
I can review that. I'm
I did
interested.
not. I don't know because I didn't do the YouTube one.
Which part did you do?
I did like the artifacts and stuff.
Oh, what did you do for that?
So my thing was what was a woman's task in like the 1930s?
Okay, there you go, guys.
Okay, so
For one of them, I put they didn't get to see their families a lot because they were working, and then another one I put, they never really had a day off because when they weren't working, they were at home working to feed their children, like making food.
If you guys have any questions while I'm doing this, just leave it in the
I
chat
think
bar.
those are good. So the
I
women
answered.
entered the workforce
I'll be honest.
in more numbers for the Renaissance. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
And then that, because they were away from home, they actually had like 2 jobs, which most of them do today anyway.
Yeah.
Did you all have the same subject, or
There's 3 subjects, and they put you in a group of 3, and then give each like group a subject.
I'm already breaking the number 1 rule.
so
Don't
what
play
are the
games
3
that's
subjects?
There was women in the 1930s,
Okay.
black people in the 1930s, and one other one.
I don't remember what the other one was. I'm just curious. I'd like to know. Black in the 1930s, women in the 1930s, and
People with disabilities.
oh, good points. Very good points. Was it interesting to do this project?
Yeah, because it's like something new, you know?
Well, I want you to remember this because you're all in U.S. history, right? And part of the topic you'll cover in U.S. history
Up you.
and
Just
some
you.
of these answers, I shouldn't say answers because there
You.
aren't answers, they're information that you can use for answers may come up on the blue book
That just
that
sucks.
Mrs. Dunlap will give you. So what she's doing is she's preparing you with information to use when the first set of blue books come up. So it's important that you pay attention to the other two presentations that aren't yours. Does that make sense? Because that information can be used to help you. Does that make sense?
Okay, next
Yes?
next class I
Mhm.
Mr. Law.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks, Mary. Connor, does that make sense? And
Yeah, it
Joe,
does.
does that make Okay, so what I wanted to get across is this is super. She's transferring information about a future exam. I shouldn't say transferring, she's presenting you with information for a future exam, and that is awesome. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, anything else we can work on? Mary, I think you look pretty good, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Connor, might you use this time to do one of those Parkway catch-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Because everything else looks good, you know. So instead of wasting time, if you get one done now, you won't have to do it tonight.
Okay.
Okay? So can you get started and let me know what you're doing and if you finish?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Hannah's looking good.
Okay,
Everybody,
you guys
I
probably
can't
don't know
tell
what
you
the heck
how
I'm supposed
pleased
to
I
do,
am.
but
Do you like
at
this
the guys
online learning
Schoology, at
better
the
than in
login, I already
person?
have everything logged in, so. Okay, so. Who the heck is this? Okay, let's go here. Okay, so I have everything completed here. But the only bad thing I did was, I think I might have to retake this. I have everything done. Hold on. It's gonna take me a while. Parkway's a little bit confusing.
Sorry, I was writing Mr. Ertlejack an email.
That's okay. Are you asking him when he's going to post the tests?
And he had a homework assignment yesterday, the Ed puzzle, and he graded my one assignment that I turned in yesterday that was late,
Parkway,
and
it's contact.
didn't put in the grade for the Ed puzzle, and I was just
I'm
wondering
actually a
about
little bit
that too.
confused.
I think it's very wise that you email him, and I like
ESY
that
learning support.
proactiveness, Jeff.
No, I don't need that.
I think
What?
that's really
What
good.
the heck?
So Nate, can you hear me? Because I know you're working on something, but if you get a chance to check back in, I have a question for you.
I'm a little bit confused right now. And the teacher's not gonna understand what the heck I'm gonna be saying. Oh, I think I'm okay.
Do you
There we
believe
go.
this is our third week of school already?
Lab. There we go.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, those of you that were in my class last year, Welcome back.
Okay, I guess you guys are gonna be
Notice I look a
watching
little
this
different.
also with me.
I got a little bit taller over the summer. Those of you who have not been in my classroom, Mr. Belts,
Don't
welcome.
care.
We're
Don't
going to do
care.
a little bit of a lab walkthrough today.
I don't like to
we're gonna talk
learn.
A little bit about accuracy and
I guess
precision.
I still
It's
do
gonna be a
good.
physics-based
I do
lab,
good,
but
but
it doesn't matter for
I don't like to
accuracy,
learn.
Precision. We can use it for chemistry as well. So whether you're in my chem class or my physics class, this lab is going to be applicable for all of you.
Okay, what topic it's going to be covering in this lab? I don't know. This. Both of them. Okay. Can I just watch this and just do this and then? Okay. Whatever. I was never in his class. Not gonna lie.
We only need a few supplies.
If I just do this.
As you see here,
What was that?
we will need some carbon paper. You can pick this up at Staples, obviously.
What type of paper is that shown? I don't know. I didn't hear what you said.
So we're going to go through and we own some carbon paper.
Carbon. Okay.
We are going to need, in this case, a golf ball. You could use like a ball bearing, a marble, anything of that nature. We'll need some tape to go along with these other supplies. And what I'm going to use is a ramp. Just your simple old Hot Wheels car ramp. I'm going to use that to roll the golf ball down onto the target. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to roll it down and kind of get an idea where it's going
Nice
to land,
to
so I know
hear.
where to place the target.
Gravity. So I know where to place the target. Why do I do a test running with a golf ball before it's fun, or why not? Target. It's the first one.
Okay, so
I
take
just
your golf ball,
I'm just gonna skip
put it on
forward.
your ramp, roll it down.
I flip. I
See where
can't.
it lands. Once you find out where it's going to land, you want to place your target on the ground and then tape it there.
Bullseye.
Over top of the target, you're going to place your carbon paper. So, I know what you're thinking. Why are we using carbon paper? Any of you that have not used carbon paper before, it's the thing we used way back when we didn't have computers and making copies of things was really as easy as it is now. If I have carbon paper underneath, so I have a slice of paper, carbon paper, and as you can see, a blank slice of paper. We lay the carbon paper over top of it, and whatever I write on here goes through and is now on what was my blank slice of paper. Any of you guys that use email, which all of you should have at some point, hopefully, the CC button where it sends a copy to somebody is called carbon copy. That's where that comes from, is this carbon paper. And BCC stands for blind carbon copy. That's where the people you copy on don't see the other recipients.
Which of these is emo means carbon copy? Pretty sure he said CC.
So we're using the old technology integrated with the new. Okay, for this lab experiment, what we're going to do is we're going to roll this down the ramp. We're going to do it 4 times. I have 4 separate targets. We're going to do this 4 times on each target. That makes a total of 16 times. I'm only going to show you the first one, and we're going to go through after that and look at the targets. So what I'm going to do, place this on the ramp, let it roll down, hit the target, and we will go from there. Okay, so here's the targets after I did them. There's target number 1, target number 2, target number 3, and target number 4. Okay, so now comes the
I don't know if you guys can see that
I'm going to
correctly,
walk you
can't
back
you?
through those targets, but what I want you to do is I want you to be thinking about...
Yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that now.
I want you to think about the assignment that we did with precision and accuracy. So remember those 2 words, precision, accuracy. Precision was being able to repeat the measurement over and over and over and have it be very close to the same. Accuracy is having that measurement be close to what you actually wanted. On a bullseye, that means...
Prediction means the measurement is near the actual value. The measurement is all close to each other. So what I was showing in that video, I'm pretty sure they were pretty close to it. So I'm gonna say this one, even though I might be wrong. Nope, I was correct.
Being close to the bullseye. For accuracy. For precision, you're looking at grouping size. So are they all grouped together? Is every mark near each other? If so, they're precise. Can something be both precise and accurate? Yes, that's the best outcome.
Wait a minute. This is this was my freshman I didn't realize this. Like, I just realized they painted it, but this is my old freshman science class for Parkway. Because I remember the window right here and that ceiling outside where most of all birds will live. Dang.
Possible. But you can also have something that is neither precise nor accurate. Worst outcome you can come up with. But there's varying degrees in between. What I'm going to have you do is when I show you each one of these targets again, you're going to answer a short question and choose which description is the best for that target. Okay, there's target number 1. Which description is the best for target number 1?
It's precise, but it's also accurate, so it's close in the middle. Accurate. Up you. This is gonna be one thing I'm gonna hate about science.
Target number 2. Which description is the best for target number 2?
Number 2, so 2, so that's on a 1, that's supposed to be 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know. Neither, I guess. Okay, now I'm a little bit confused. First one, they said it's both precise and accurate. Yes, I can see it's accurate, but what the heck does precise mean? Hold on. I guess for this. They said it's close. But that's close.
Target number 3. Which description is best for target number 3?
What? Precise. I'm done.
And target number 4. Which description is best for target number 4?
I already know what grade I'm gonna get. I am absolutely done. Neither. Thank you.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this was a little bit of a walkthrough of how we're going to try to do some virtual labs here in class. I'm going to walk through them. I'll have you guys playing along at home, so to speak. Some of these labs you'll actually be able to do at home. This one, you're welcome to do it if you want. Carbon paper's not very expensive. Again, they have it at Staples. You can order it on Amazon, whatever. So if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead, as long as it's okay with parental supervision, as is going to go for many of the labs we do here. But hopefully this isn't as painful as it could be, and you guys hopefully did well on this quiz. There'll be more you'll hear from me, and I'll talk to you then.
I got 5. I'm just kidding. So, you guys want to know what score I got? So, I missed 4. I got 5. I just suck at science. History and science is my number 1 fear. I suck at them. English, math, maybe gym. Like those are good. Like I'm just good at them. Watch. Oh, it's a 5 out of 9. But okay, whatever. Video complete 100. 5 correct 5 out of 9. Wait, what was 9? Okay, that's not how you do math. That's not how I did math. Got 56 out of 100. Okay, whatever. Okay, I got that done. I'm gonna zoom out, and then I'm gonna go back. Okay, so, does this want me to do it again? Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, good. Okay, I got that done. What's this? Oh, I didn't finish this. What the heck is this? Huh. I don't remember. I don't remember what the heck is this. Distance is the total ground covered. Okay, so yeah, I'm correct with that. Which one of these is not a good option for a point? I'm still surprised you guys are still watching. I am just surprised. Like, I thought this was gonna be a little bit boring for you guys. What sign, tree, or building? I'm gonna keep that. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep everything, I guess. Whatever I get, I can redo it, can I? I have 2 other attempts, right? I have 1. Okay. I'll come back to that. I'll show you guys after this class is done. I don't know. I don't know. This might be actually science, isn't it? Actually, I'll just show you guys now. I don't like that. You guys probably didn't see that from the tiny screen, but no, I suck at science. Okay, so what I got was a 3.18. Just to tell you guys that, dude. I try my best to focus. I'm in class, but I suck at it. I just suck. Okay, hold on. Do we have any assignments for... Okay, so do we have any assignments for math? Oh, yeah, okay, we do have this. Okay, this is due today. Hold on. Did I finish this? Fuck. Hold on. No, you're kidding me, right? I didn't finish it. This is due today. Yeah. Geometry is not the best for me. That's why I use the internet. Today my brain's not working, just to tell you guys that. No, that's not how you spell. That's not how you spell either. That's not how what you want to click. I need to type horizontal. I have to. Even from the start, I've been typing 9 degrees. Okay, triangle. What does this look like?
Okay, let's talk about where everyone is.
Okay. 1.
One of the interesting parts to this,
D.
this is the first class today that I can't project. It's nothing wrong with you, any of you. I'm just talking about technology now. Where okay, now I got it onto the big screen.
I
So
don't
that I
see
can
it.
see you. I can see you all at once, but
Okay,
I like it
so
better on
this
the
is
big
saying...
screen in case you
Do I need
decide to tune
Okay,
in
so...
without
2
your
is
profile
B.
with your pictures. Because
You guys can't see what it is, but I'll show you guys
so
what I'm doing.
question for you.
So 2 is this.
Um,
This is what number B looks like.
Anybody buy a mouse pad recently? And where, if so, where did you get it? Because I need a mouse pad here at school.
I got mine at Best Buy.
Did you? Was it expensive?
Yeah, I turned my camera on for a second to show you how big it is.
Okay, wait till I get, okay, got it.
Okay, you can see it?
I can see it.
Okay. So mine is kind of big.
Yeah, I don't want one that big.
Like, I know in Target there's pads for like, I don't know, like 10 to 15 bucks.
Okay, I plan to go to Target. I'll have to find out. Where would they be? In the office supply stuff?
Probably. I know you can order it online also. Okay, let me check. I can't type at all. Target, mouse pads. Okay, so if you're looking for like one that's like 8, 8, 8.4 by 8.4, also it's not like it's not a square one. It's actually a it's a circle one. That's actually $7.
That's not bad.
And the mouse pad I have right now, for Target, that's actually just like 23.
Yeah, I don't want to spend that much money leaving it here at school, you know?
Yeah. So you want to like take it home or some stuff like that?
Well, I have an inexpensive one at home. Maybe what I'll do is bring that one in and then get one, a better one from at home. I just don't have one here at school. And I think that's why when I move the um, uh, my screen to the whiteboard and back again, the mouse sometimes go crazy. You know,
Ah.
like okay, because it's right on the wooden desk rather than on a on a mouse pad.
Ah. I see. What's your favorite
But
superhero?
okay, my
I just
superhero.
asked a random thing. What is
I
your
know
what's your favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Mm, yep, because he's just so awesome. You know, he does all those tricks and he's always fighting the bad guys and he's always getting out of trouble and I just like him.
Like, were you planning on what range were you planning on for the mouse pad?
I was if it was going to be kept here at school, I was thinking of $5,
Okay,
because
5.
again, yeah, I'm not here at school a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I didn't want to spend a lot of money and have it just sit here.
Okay. Yeah, on Target it's mostly just 7.
Okay. Well, I have that. I use my Target card, so I get a little bit off 5%. You know.
Oh, cool.
Did you get any of those assignments done, Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. You got one out of the way or two?
I got 2.
Oh.
What's a 8 by 9 by 0.75 25?
So
Is it
8 by 9 would be length and width, and the 0 point would be the thickness.
so like would that be big or small?
Well, think of your mouse. You're talking inches, right? Are you talking inches or feet? What unit?
I'm trying to check. Doesn't really say it. Well, I
You
might
have to know your, yeah, you have to know the units
well, I
that
might
they're
just be
measuring.
well, I might just be blind right here.
Oh, well, the line, then that's different.
Yeah, it's inches.
So, 8 by, so think of the mouse pad that you just, the dimensions for your mouse pad.
Okay.
Can you measure that? And that'll give you an idea of the measurement you just asked me about.
Okay. Yeah, I send you it. Like, okay, I sent something in the chat. Should help you out.
Okay. Let's see here in the chat. Okay. Oh, come on, I want to look at the chat. Okay, let's see.
Bye, Miss Nicholas.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, got it, Connor.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Connor, very much. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, everyone. Have another good day. I can't wait to hear about the presentations. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, I have to hop into my next class, which is math. Okay. So you guys will be seeing my math teacher now. I'm literally bringing you guys along for this, just for the heck of it. No. Let's get my math done. Okay, this is my next homework. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn off my phone that it doesn't die. But hold on. The heck? Okay, I didn't realize Ninja just streamed. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna try to get my dad to help me with this. Okay, whatever. No help. Can't do.
There.
Oh, Presley, that was so nice of you.
Well, okay, my dad
I know,
my
I'm
dad
nice
doesn't
like that.
Want to help me. It's fantastic.
I can't wait to meet you in person, Presley. You sound like you're gonna be fun to have in class.
Well, actually, her camera was working last period. I don't know why she doesn't have her camera on.
No, it wasn't, Danny. Shut up.
Oh.
And I'm not a nice person. Teachers would choose very different words.
The big question of the day, though, is Tessa, did you have any cavities?
One.
Oh, that's from being at home with COVID and eating.
I like how she just admits it too. She didn't even lie about it.
Yep.
Obtuse.
I've never had one before.
Oh.
Did they take care of it yesterday, or do you have to go back?
I have to go back because I think I have to get my wisdom teeth removed anyway. So I'm thinking whenever we do that, they're just not getting them out, but like whenever I go for my evaluation, we're just gonna do it on the same day.
Go and get that drill going. Gonna get that drill going.
I already got my wisdom teeth out last year, so.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of crazy. Some people, like, they get their wisdom teeth out and literally, like, the next day they're eating, like, a Subway sandwich.
Oh, I was starting eating like 5 minutes after I got home.
Okay.
I was
oh
eating
my God.
gelatin.
To help you guys
It
out,
was so good.
this
My
is
face
A.
was like twice the
This is
size.
D. I mean,
and
I'm just
I
guessing.
ate for a whole week.
B,
It was
A, and
horrible.
C. So. Okay, now I need to figure out what the heck to do with this. I don't know if you guys are saying anything in chat,
Still
but
waiting on a few here.
I know. I said our magic number is 26 now, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
But it looks like we have 1, 2, 3.
by the way, when this is up,
Possibly
I might
4
be streaming on
absolute.
Twitch afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Just not
And
YouTube.
while we're waiting, guys, you should be locating your 1.5 homework, which should have been something that you submitted onto Google Classroom. You should have submitted that already. And then number 2, if you want to print the 1.6 homework assignment, I'm sorry, the 1.6 note companion, that's posted as well. And you're more than welcome to submit or go ahead and print that out. If you're a printing person, if you like to print, go ahead and get that ready to go.
Actually, I have a good idea. So this is still
Mr. Dunlap, I will say I tried your link yesterday, and it took to my folder. I think you have to actually like click
Hold
on
on.
right-click the
What's up?
actual assignment and then get the shareable link from there. You know
What
what I
I
mean?
can do is
Yeah.
let's do the
It took
1.6
it to the
homework for a
folder
second. Let's
and
just
not
do that
not
I
the
don't have to do
actual
that.
assignment. Okay.
after
Yep, thank you.
this.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I think you guys can still see me, right?
Oh, there's Connor Erickson. There he is.
Hello.
How you doing today, Connor?
Good. I'm trying to finish my 1.5.
Your 1.5 homework, dude. That was supposed to have been done already.
I know.
Well, on Monday, starting Monday, okay, I'm not going to be taking any work that's late after, you know, the 1 point.
Take that back.
Take that back, Mr. Dunlap. What the heck? I'm not going to be taking any homework after the class starting on Monday. So I'm giving you like a 3-week, you know, you have 3 weeks of assignments to make sure you get turned in. I'm just going to say if you are turning in a missing assignment, okay, please make sure that you put a comment in the private chat, okay? Make sure you put a comment in the, like, not the private chat, but on the private comments on the assignment. That will email me and alert me that, oh, I got to go look at that and give them credit. Because if I already entered grades in the grade book, I'm not going to know that you turned it in, okay? So you got to kind of give me a little notification there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Mr. Dunlap, that worked. That
Okay.
time. Whatever you did worked perfectly. It popped up exactly the way it was supposed to.
Except though now I'm trying to, like, we should know, how do you delete a chat?
I don't know if you can.
No, it doesn't seem like that's weird.
Close, pop out, minimize. I don't think you could delete something, which is a little scary now that I think about it.
Okay, I'm going to go Google that.
Yeah, go look that up. That's a little scary now that I think about it. Okay. You know, what if Connor Erickson starts, you know, cussing me out over chat? So I got to just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm scared. All right. Can we please go over the homework? Let's do that right now.
If I'm pretty sure if you right click on your mouse, you might be able to do something about that.
I can select it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that if the only person who put it on it, I'm pretty sure you can probably do it. Hold on. There's 3 dots right here.
Oh, work.
Hello, who is Jackie Chavez? I don't know if you're in the right class. Is there a different name on there? Hello, Jackie. Jackie Chavez. I don't know that name. So I am putting you back in the waiting room. If you're supposed to be in my class, please email me or Mr. Dunlap. Goodbye. All right. Here we go. Let's go over our homework now. All right, let's see here. I'm going to ask, since class has started, that you consider turning on your camera. If you are not turning on your camera today, then you need to be ready, because I will be calling on you and asking you questions to make sure that you are engaged and ready to go. Oh, look, there's Nick. Hey there, Nick. How you doing? Hey, there's Day. Look. Nick, did you finally get a haircut? Thank goodness. You know how last year I teased you all the time? Get a haircut? Yeah.
I don't like the haircut.
You're not going to talk to me? Okay.
I disagree. Let it grow as long as you want, as long as you have it. You never know when you might.
I know. I'm growing it out again, and Mr. Locke can't stop me.
Nick, literally look at this, Nick. This is the longest my hair has ever been in my adult life.
I know, it looks a little too long, Mr. Locke.
It's like it's out of control. I don't even know, but I'm just letting it go. I'm letting it go, Nick. I thought I would never, you know how me, I said, get a 2 on the side, 4 on the top. I haven't had that since before COVID. It's crazy. All right, Josh. All right, Josh, for Tay. Hey, Josh, which one was the equilateral triangle?
D.
D, sure. How'd you know that?
Because all the sides were equal.
Good. Number 2, scalene right triangle. It has to be scalene and a right triangle. Okay, so 2 words for that one, scalene and right. Hallie, what's the scalene right triangle?
A.
A. Very good. Scalene means none of the sides are equal, then it has a 90 in it, sure. Isosceles right triangle. Rebecca, what was the isosceles right triangle?
C.
Letter C. Okay, it's got 2 equal sides and a 90. Very good. And then finally, isosceles obtuse triangle. Lucas Campbell, what was the isosceles obtuse triangle? You there, Lucas Campbell? You right?
Yeah.
Hello, Lucas. You there? Hi, Lucas. I'm having a hard time hearing you. But Lucas, since you're in the chat, give me a letter for the isosceles obtuse triangle.
Hello?
Hi, there you go. I hear you now, okay? Letter E, let's see. Well, this is, I think actually it's just a letter F, Lucas, okay? And I do agree with you, Lucas, that it is obtuse. It's got an obtuse angle. But look right here, I think you missed, Lucas, that also has to be isosceles, which means it has 2 equal sides, okay? So we're gonna change your answer to letter B, which has an obtuse, which you did pick out right. This one does have an obtuse, that's right, but I need there to be 2 equal sides as well, okay? Hey guys, pretty good. You know, I didn't even tell you these definitions. Like I didn't do any combos. Like I just did right or scalene or isosceles or obtuse. And now you guys put it together kind of nicely and you did a nice job with that. All right, looks good. All right, now this side, I'm gonna have a little hard time. I'm gonna have to have you, I'm just gonna have to sketch these out for you because you're not gonna be able to really describe to me what's happening in these pictures. But I could ask a question or two here. If I do an isosceles right triangle, it's got to be a triangle with 2 equal sides, and all of the angles must be less than 90, okay? So they all have to be acute. So all your angles should be less than 90 here, okay? Now, you've got to label your sides so that AC equals CT. AC, if I do AC, it has to be the same as CT. And this is really the only way that you can organize those letters. Look at your picture right now. If I look at your picture and I look for AC and I look for CT, are those the congruent sides? If they are, then you did that question correctly, okay? Scalene triangle SCL. So you need kind of a triangle that has, you know, 3 different side lines. Yes, go ahead.
You are not sharing your screen.
Holy crap. Mr. Dunlap, thank you.
Actually, Danny Flynn caught it first. I was taking attendance.
Oh, okay. I cannot
Birthday
believe
boy.
I forgot to share my screen. The rest of you are just like, oh, he's not sharing his screen. Good. That means I don't have to do anything right now. Okay, there it is. All right, sorry about that. All right, so we're going to label your sides SCL, okay? So any scalene triangle you drew, you better have the letters SCL on your vertices. Now, here's the next little thing. This is the hard part. Bisector CM. We need an angle bisector CM. So if my angle bisector is CM, which angle do I have to split? Sean, which angle do I have to split if the bisector is CM? Shawnee there? Oh, no,
Yeah.
Sean. Oh, there he is. Sean, which angle do I have to split? Hello, Sean.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, Sean, I need an angle bisector. Which of these 3 angles, S, C, or L, is going to be bisected?
C.
C, which means split into 2 equal parts.
Yeah.
Sean, what point is going to go right here then? What letter needs to go here?
M.
M. Good. And then, Sean, to show that this is an angle bisector, you need to put angle tick marks right there. I noticed, I only graded period 5's test so far, but I noticed people had trouble marking angle bisectors on their quiz. Okay, if you're marking an angle bisector, you need to use the angle tick marks. Okay, put the little tick marks on there. All right. Okay, isosceles right triangle. Okay, so you need a right triangle that's also isosceles. Okay, we sometimes call this a 45, 45, 90 triangle, isosceles right triangle. And angle CRA has to be 90. So what letter has to go right down here in this spot if CRA is going to be 90 degrees? Okay, let's see. I want to talk to Colin. Did I talk to you? No, I want to talk to James. I haven't talked to James yet. James.
Yep.
James, what letter has to be here at this 90 out of the letter CRA?
R.
Has to be R because R is the vertex angle, okay? So I'm going to put a C here and an A here, all right? Did you know that, James, or did Mr. Dunlap private chat you?
Well, I looked at number 6, and the middle letter was at the vertex.
Oh, the middle letter, this was like our vertex. Oh, I see what you mean, SCL. Yeah, that was just the name of the triangle. This here is the name of the actual angle, and that middle is the vertex, exactly what you said.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, thanks, James. And then finally, I really like number 8. Okay, star number 8. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, stomp, stomp. I love number 8.
Usually when he does the wink, wink, that means that question will be on a quiz.
Don't give it away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just give it away. Jeez, just gave away my secrets. Okay. All right, isosceles triangle. So you should have at least been able to draw an isosceles triangle, but the perimeter is 4A plus B. That means if I add all three sides together, I'm not going to get a number. I'm going to get an algebraic expression, 4a plus b. So what you have to think about is what are three things that I can add together that give me 4a plus b, but the trick is two of them have to be the same exact thing. Two of them have to be the same. So I add three things together. Two of them must be the exact same thing. Okay, let's see. I want to, oh, Presley, you want to try? You're giving me hands up, Presley. You want to try?
I think I'm wrong.
Go ahead, try it out.
Is it like A on both sides of like the congruent sides and then B as the base?
Good. And then you have to fix one little thing, okay? Because Presley, hey, Presley, what's A plus A give you?
2A.
Yeah, you want it to be 4A though, Presley. So what can you do to your answer to get it up to 4A? Instead of doing A and A, what can you change it to, Presley?
Power of 2.
I don't know.
You don't know? Presley, what's 4A cut in half?
2A.
You got it. That's it. 2A and 2A. That way it adds together to give you 2A plus 2A is 4A plus B. So this will be A with a 2 and a 2. So Presley, just put the 2's in there. And then this is B down here, which is not the same as the 2A's. What if I wanted to do the same exact triangle, but this time 1, 2, 3. This time, I'm going to tell you that the base is 4A. I'm going to tell you the base is 4A. What do the other two sides have to be then? If I'm saying the base is 4A, what then do the other two sides need to end up being? Sully, I want to talk to you. Sully, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Sully, if I put the base as 4A, what do these two things have to be so that way they add up to a whole B?
Well, it would have to be like half a B and half a B to get a full.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Half B, half B. Good. Because half B adds to a whole B. Did you hear what he said? Nice job. I'm assuming that Mr. Dunlap didn't feed you that answer. Okay.
I'm getting a little tired of these accusations, Mr. Locke.
I'm just checking because, you know, he's doing private chats with you guys and, you know, he's undermining me and you know, you see he's getting in there. Okay. I got to check to see what's going on. All right. I'm just teasing. All right. Any questions on the homework? Did you draw those sketches and fix them if you needed to? Because I like the sketching problems. Okay. The matching sure are nice, but the sketching are good too. Danny, you have something you want to add?
No, I was just gonna. I kind of figured it out myself, but it had to do with I was kind of stuck on the 1B on the number 8. I thought for some reason I had to have a number for B for base, but I realized I don't really
we're
have
just calling it any B.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's please then either you're going to go to your notebook or Mr. Dunlap in the sketch in the chat. He gave you an attachment to the 1.6 note companion. And look, guys, when we get back into hybrid, I'm going to try to give you like your note companions when I see you. So that way you don't have to worry about printing as much. Like I'm going to try to get that out to you. So just hang in there a little bit longer. And then when I start to see half of you in and half of you out, I'm going to get you your note companions. I'll staple them all together in a packet. Nick will tell you that I'm usually very, very organized whenever I give out my notes and my homework. It's just, you know, we're in this weird situation right now, okay? So just hang in there a little bit for me, okay? I want you to label your notes, lesson 1.6, special quadrilaterals. Today's date for your notebook is 9/17, and it is 2020. For hopefully not much longer here. We got to get out of 2020, right? Today's goal is to define 6 quadrilaterals, and then we are also going to write out the quadrilateral family tree. Okay, we're going to be doing, we are family. We got to do quadrilateral family tree. How are they all related together? So to start, my first term, anytime you write a definition, please, you need to draw a picture that goes with it. My first term is trapezoid. My first term is trapezoid. I give you some examples of trapezoids. Here they are. Here are my trapezoids right here. And today, most of our definitions are going to start with a quadrilateral with. A quadrilateral with. So Helena, I'd like to talk to you right now. Helena, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Helena. Helena, what makes a quadrilateral special? Do you remember what these arrows mean, Helena?
I don't.
You don't? Okay, so is this side ever going to touch this side, Helena?
No.
No. What are two lines that never touch? What's that called? Starts with a P.
Parallel.
I don't know.
You'll remember? It's called parallel, okay? Do you remember that word, Helena, parallel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called parallel. So, Helena, how many sets of parallel sides does a trapezoid have? How many sets?
What?
2.
2. It's got 2 parallel sides. And, Helena, I'm just going to put that together as like one set. You're right. It has 2 sides. We're going to call that one set. Okay, Helena? So, it's a quadrilateral with one set of parallel sides. Or, as Helena put it, it's two parallel sides. Either one is fine. You can call them sets, or you can call them 2 separate. Like she said, it's 2. That's fine. I don't care. But you can also count that as one set if you'd like. Okay? A quadrilateral with one set of parallel sides, or 2 parallel sides. Please draw yourself an example. Okay? Please draw yourself an example. All right? These arrows mean parallel. I had to remind you that. Okay? That's fine if you forgot this time, but we want to make sure remembering these mean parallel, okay? That's definition 1. Any questions about definition 1?
Why is the picture on the right side not a trapezoid? Like the top one? Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Because it has 2 sets of parallel sides.
Okay.
Okay? So you see the difference between this one and these ones on the left.
Yes, I did the
okay
part of the
yeah,
size
that one's got
perspective.
2 sets. Trapezoids only have 1 set, okay? Kites. Okay? Kite, easy to spell, great. It's a quadrilateral with, and we need to figure out what makes kites different than all other kites. So let's draw a kite in our notebook, please. Hopefully all of you have had the experience of flying a kite on a beach somewhere.
Not really. Not on the beach.
Now they're so fancy, they may not even have this shape anymore. They're so fancy now. Lucas Mariani, I want to talk to you. Lucas, can you hear me? Lucas, what makes a kite different than all other quadrilaterals? Can you unmute yourself? I know that you can talk.
I don't think his microphone is working.
Oh, he's talked to me before. You're at a part. Oh, and your mic is. Oh, mic is broken. Okay. So, all right, Lucas. I'm gonna. Well, okay. I'm just gonna move on and talk to someone else here. Okay. Thanks for at least telling me that you're here, which is good. Josh Reese, what makes a kite different than all other quadrilaterals? What do you notice about it?
Oh wait. Well, it looks like it has 2 parallel lines at the top.
Okay, but do these mean parallel right here? Parallel means they're not going to intersect, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Yes, they're not parallel. They're something different.
Oh, then they're oh, it's the other one.
I think it might be congruent.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? What do these tick marks?
I forget it.
What do those tick marks mean? You know what these tick marks mean?
Yeah, I think it might be congruent.
The ones at the top? No, I don't.
No, double tick mark. Day, can you help him out? What do those tick marks mean, Day?
That it's congruent.
That they're congruent. Exactly. Okay. That these two are congruent. Remember that, Josh?
Yeah, now I do.
Yeah, you know that. And then, Josh, you have this set that are congruent as well. So it's a quadrilateral with two sets of congruent sides. But these congruent sides are kind of special because these congruent sides have to be consecutive, meaning next to each other. Consecutive, meaning next to, okay? These two sets are next to each other and they're congruent. Because if they're not next to each other, then you get something like this. You get a rectangle, okay? Get something like that, all right? You get a rectangle. Draw yourself a kite in your notebook. Two sets of congruent sides, okay? That's definition number 2. Definition number 3, parallelogram. Make sure you spell it right. P-A-R-A-L-L-E-L-O-G-R-A-M. Parallelogram. It'll start with a quadrilateral with Now, what makes a parallelogram different than all others? Najee, you there? You better not be sleeping in my class. Najee, you there? Hello? Are you there? Najee, okay. All right, let me move on. Great. Here we go. Nick, tell me, what makes parallelograms different than all other quadrilaterals? What do you notice about these parallelograms?
Because they have two sets of parallel lines.
Yep. Well, quadrilateral has two sets of parallel sides. Two sets of parallel sides. Remember, I think Helena and I were talking about one set or two parallel sides. There are two sets here, okay? So I've got set 1, and now I've got set 2, okay? Two sets of parallel sides. Good? Make sure, please, that you draw in your double sets of arrows. Remember, Helene and I were talking about what those arrows mean. They mean parallel sides. They mean parallel sides, okay? That's definition number 3. Now, the rest of the shapes that we're going to talk about are all going to have similar properties to this parallelogram that we just talked about. So, next term for today, we're going to look at the term rhombus. Rhombus. And Tessa, I haven't talked to you yet today, so Tessa, you're going to help me with the rhombus definition, okay? Great. All right, Tessa, so I want you to look, and you're going to choose one of these to draw in your notebook, Tessa. You can pick which one you want. But take a look if this is an example of a rhombus, and these are not rhombuses. Okay, Tessa, what is special about a rhombus?
All of the sides are equal.
All the sides are equal. And then what else do you notice? Also, you have these markings. What does this mean right here?
Parallel?
Yeah, it's got two sets of parallel sides. Now, which other shape has two sets of parallel sides?
A trapezoid.
That's one set.
Oh,
two sets. I know you're thinking two parallel sides, but I'm saying two
parallelogram.
Sets. Exactly. So a rhombus is a parallelogram. A parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. Some people like to think of these as diamonds, okay? And that's fine. You can think of it as a diamond, okay? Anybody play cards out there? Anybody good at playing cards? Deck of cards? Diamonds? I don't call them diamonds. I'm like the 4 of rhombuses when I'm playing. Okay, I don't say 4 of diamonds. I'm like, you know, I got the 4 of I got a flush of all rhombuses. No?
Yeah,
Don't
I do.
get it? No? All right. So therefore, you can make a little note to yourself. All rhombuses are parallelograms. That's why I called it a parallelogram in my definition, okay? All rhombuses are parallelograms. Two more. Rectangle. Okay, rectangle, here we go. I give you guys know kind of what rectangles are already in your head, but sometimes when writing a definition, you're like, well, wait, what is a rectangle? I'm trying to write a definition. What the heck is a rectangle? Okay. Haley, I haven't talked to you yet today. Not Hallie, but Haley. Can you hear me, Haley?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing today?
Tired.
You're tired today. I'm so sorry to
I had
hear
to get up
that.
at 5:30.
Oh, 5:30. That's almost as early as me. I got up at 6. But look, I still have tons of energy. What about you? Come on, Haley.
I'm just very tired.
Oh, okay. It's fine, Haley. I get it. It's also Thursday. It's been a long week. Hey, Haley, okay, what makes a rectangle special? Tell me about a rectangle. First of all, Haley, what do these arrows mean?
It has like 4. Wait, what?
What do those arrows mean first?
Is it? No, wait. It's not the. Oh my gosh, what was it? Is it the same thing we talked about yesterday? Why can't I think of the word?
Well, what do those arrows mean when I put them on a figure? Do you remember?
Isn't it equal or something like that?
Those are tick marks. Tick marks are equal, but arrows mean something different. Haley, will these sides ever intersect? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
No, this will never intersect with this. What's that
Alright.
called when two lines never intersect?
I thought you was talking about these. Like right here.
I know what you're talking about. I forget the word.
Congruent.
Starts with a P.
Parallel.
I know. What the heck is it called?
It's called parallel.
Yes. Thank
Yes,
you.
parallel. So you've got parallel sides, and then Haley, what else makes a rectangle special? You have to include this in your picture. What else makes it special? What do you notice about those? What does that mean?
The angles.
They're all what?
90 degrees.
Yes, they are all 90s. That's very good. You can do it this way. They're all 90s, and they're also all equal. So a rectangle is a parallelogram
Parallelogram.
with 4 right angles. Okay, it's a parallelogram with 4 right angles, a rectangle, okay? The sides are not equal in a rectangle, are they? The sides are not equal. Those opposite sides are not equal, all right? Rectangle, please draw a picture in your notebook, okay? You can even draw one like this if you want, I don't care. This would be fine. Just go ahead and mark your parallel sides. We won't be doing the parallel side markings for much longer, but I'm a little worried because now, like, I've called on 3 people who didn't know what the parallel sign markings are. Okay, it's very, very important that we know what markings tell us what about those shapes. Okay, the arrows mean parallel sides. Okay, you can make a little note to yourself that all rectangles are parallelograms. All rectangles are parallelograms. Which brings us to our final shape, the most perfect quadrilateral. Some call it a regular quadrilateral, but I hate that term because it's anything but regular. It is the most perfect quadrilateral, which of course I'm talking about a square. Talk about a square. go ahead and write the word square, and then immediately I want you to draw yourself a square. You already know what a square looks like, but now when we draw squares in this class, we mark the angles. We also mark the sides. When we draw squares, we don't just go like, oh, look, here's a square. Oh, no, I actually don't know if that's a square. I actually don't even know if that's a square, okay? You need to mark all of your sides equal, and you need to mark all of your angles as 90s. So a square is just a parallelogram once more, a parallelogram with 4 right angles and 4 congruent sides. Four right angles and 4 congruent sides. And since this parallelogram has 4 right angles and 4 congruent sides, we know that a square also can have 2 other names, okay? Yes, all squares are parallelograms. That's true. I've already said that. But because of its definition, all squares are also what other shape? So I want you to see this part of the definition right here. This part of the definition. Look right here. This part of the definition, a parallelogram with 4 right angles. So all squares are parallelograms, but all squares are also what other shape? Let's give it another name. Connor Erickson. What other shape has a parallelogram with 4 right angles? You wrote it down. It's in your notebook somewhere.
A rectangle?
Yep. All squares are rectangles. All squares are rectangles. Because, Connor, do you see how you wrote that line in that definition twice? You wrote it for rectangle. Now you're writing it again for square. So all squares are actually rectangles. And where did we write this part of the definition? A parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. Where did that definition come up today? Okay, let's think about that. Go ahead, Sean.
A rhombus.
Exactly, rhombus. Okay, thank you for jumping in, Sean. All squares are also rhombuses. All squares are rhombuses. They are literally like the perfect shape. All squares are quadrilaterals. All squares are parallelograms. All squares are rectangles, and all squares are rhombuses. Woo! It's a lot. Square, the perfect quadrilateral. What I'd like to wrap up with today is I'd like to wrap up with the quadrilateral family tree. The quadrilateral family tree. Okay? I'm going to show you how all quadrilaterals are related together. We are family. I got 4 sides, don't you see? Okay? We got the quadrilateral family tree. Here we go. In the middle of your paper, I'd like you to write quadrilateral. Okay? This literally just means 4 sides. Okay? This just means 4 sides. Anything with 4 sides. Okay? Now, in your family, you know, you got kind of crazy Uncle Trap up here. Here's Uncle Trap. And Uncle Trap has 1 set of parallel sides. You know, he's kind of missing something. He's only got 1 set of parallel sides. Uncle Trap, he's over there, okay? We talk about him every once in a while, all right? But he's related, but he's got, you know, he's a little eccentric over there with only 1 set of parallel sides. Then over here, you've got, you know, loud Aunt Kite over here. Hey, she's kind of annoying because her equal sides have to be next to each other. You know, she's kind of annoying, Kite, over there. She's annoying. Like, Aunt Kite, stop bothering me with your 2 consecutive equal sides, Aunt Kite. Now, here's where the real relating comes in. Okay, here's where the real relating comes in. From quadrilaterals, you have parallelograms. And parallelograms have 1 set of parallel sides. I'm sorry, 2 sets of parallel sides. Got parallelograms, okay? The parallelograms and kites and trapezoids, the only way that they're related is the fact they have 4 sides. The only way they're related is the fact they have 4 sides. But parallelograms can be broken down into, smaller subsets, okay? They can be broken down into lower subsets. So what do I mean by that? Meaning you can split parallelograms into 2 types of shapes. They can be rhombuses or rectangles. But parallelograms can't be both, okay? Parallelograms are either going to be rhombuses or they're going to be rectangles unless they are that perfect square, which we'll talk about in a second. But you've got the branch off the rhombus, you got the branch off the rectangle. The rhombus is like your diamond, all 4 equal sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. And your rectangle's got all your 90s, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when rectangles and rhombuses get together, they make something very special, of course. When you put the qualities of a rectangle and the qualities of a rhombus together, you get our perfect quadrilateral, which of course is a square. 90s and equal sides. And here is your quadrilateral family tree. Oh, I made this too big. I can't zoom out. This is kind of annoying. I shouldn't have made it that big. I like this little schematic because it shows you everything and how it's related together. So I'm going to try to make this smaller so I can ask you some final follow-up questions here. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. Let me try. Can I shrink this? No, I can't. I thought I could shrink it. Dang it. Okay, so I'm going to try to do my best here to show you everything. Let me pull kites down here. Oh, that's good. I could do this. There you go. There you go. Bring them back in the screen. Okay, so let me ask you some follow-up questions here. Here we go. Question. I want to talk to Josh Rattay. Ready, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, are all kites quadrilaterals? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are all quadrilaterals kites?
No.
No. Good. Josh, you're off the hook. Colin, are all rhombuses quadrilaterals?
So.
Austin,
Yes.
ready?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
they
believe
are.
so. Yes.
Yeah, all rhombuses are quadrilaterals. Are all quadrilaterals rhombuses?
No.
No. Okay, good. You're off the hook. Lucas Campbell, ready?
Yeah.
Lucas, are all rhombuses parallelograms?
Yeah.
Yeah, but are all parallelograms rhombuses?
No.
No. Good. Okay, you're off the hook.
Okay.
Presley, ready, Presley?
Yeah.
Presley, are all squares rectangles?
Yeah.
Are all rectangles squares?
No.
No. You're off the hook. Good. Sean, are you there?
Yeah.
Sean, are all rhombuses parallelograms?
Yeah.
Are all parallelograms rhombuses?
No. We already
No.
did this.
Good. You're off the hook. Hallie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hallie, are all trapezoids quadrilaterals?
Yeah.
Are all quadrilaterals trapezoids?
No.
No. Good. You're off the hook. James, you there?
Yeah.
Hi, James. You ready, James?
So,
All right.
yeah.
Are all squares rhombuses?
No.
Nope. All squares aren't rhombuses?
Yeah. I don't think so.
So, James, what makes a square a square? What does a square have?
4 sides.
4. What kind of sides?
I mean, 2 of them actually they're all equal.
They're all equal. Good. Now, what makes a rhombus special? A rhombus also has what?
4 sides.
4 sides that are also what, James?
Equal.
Equal. So, James, are all squares rhombuses?
Yeah.
But are all rhombuses squares?
No.
No, because not all rhombuses have a 90-degree angle. So I hope you could see that sometime, like when you're going up on the chart, everything below is equal to everything above, but not necessarily the opposite direction, okay? So I just want to ask you some follow-up questions, just so I know that you know how to read that neat little chart there that kind of shows how all of those pieces are related together. Okay, so I believe the bell's about to ring here in 2 minutes. So I would just like to make sure that you know what your assignment is. So your assignment, okay, is the 1.6 homework, which I posted to Google Classroom. And also, Mr. Dunlap put a link to the homework inside your chat box. Okay, so if you have like study hall or lunch next period, is lunch next period? I don't even know. What is lunch? What is this period? 6. No, there's no lunch next period. But if you have study hall next period, you want to get started on it right away, Mr. Dunlap has that link for you, okay? Please make sure that you have that submitted before class starts tomorrow, okay? Anybody have any questions for me? Thank you very much for participating. I know I made a lot of you talk today. Thank you very much for participating in my lesson on quadrilaterals. Tomorrow, we move from 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions. Have a great Thursday. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, Mr. Locke.
Thank you.
You too. I'll see ya.
Okay, now my second to last class, it's English. Why? But you guys already know, I already did the assignments I need to do, but she's gonna have something else for us to do also, so. I'm also working on a drawing I'm making. Okay, what's up?
How are ya?
I'm good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Oh my, looks like we might have a few absent people today. That will be interesting for our group. Connor, who all was in your group with you yesterday?
So I had Will, I had Mary, and me.
Okay, thank you. So there's a warm-up on Google Classroom that you can start on, and then we'll go over it together, okay?
Okay.
We'll just do that while we're waiting for everybody to pop in. How's your day been so far?
Doing good. I'm drawing some stuff.
Nice. Let me make sure I turned the bell ringer on. Okay, I did.
Hey, you don't see my drawing so far?
Yeah, wait, let me click back to the picture. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like it. One of the first things we do when we start up Mice and Men is we do a drawing, so maybe you'll like doing that.
I'm not the best at art, but I've been working around like summer.
Better than I am. Way better than I am at it. Hi, Mary. Hi, Will. How are you guys? Hi, Oliver.
Hi.
There's a warm up on Google Classroom, so just make sure you guys go there and do that.
So I'm on Google Classroom.
Use my loud sneeze.
Okay. What is the? I have my mic on, not muted. What is the feeling or tone of the word?
All right. So you guys are working on your warm up while we wait for people to come in.
I don't know. Don't know what the feeling is. Okay, it doesn't have anything. Let's just say it's a that. Watch me get it incorrect. Like English is not as bad, but I still suck at it. Which of these is a dentonation? Which of is the positive contention? Which of the negative I don't know. I don't even know what the heck these words mean, so argue, I'm gonna say. Dead bait. Discuss with others. Positive. Discuss. Dead bait. Okay, I have one more. Demand. Negative. So it says request and ask of someone. Imagine I got that wrong. Yeah, I did horrible. I don't judge myself.
Is there a bell ringer?
There is. Sorry, Joe. I forgot that I didn't say that when you were in the room. Yes, there's a bell ringer.
Okay.
So the bell ringer is connotation denotation because remember we're going to have a little quiz on that and comma splices tomorrow. So we want to make sure we're all good with that and we can review that together. So once everybody turns it in, we will go over it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody's here except for Jackson and Josh who are golfing. In your groups yesterday, Joe, who else was in your group with you?
It was me, Jackson, and Josh Schellenberger.
So Jackson K was with you, Joe? Jackson Cavalier?
Yeah, Jackson Cavalier.
Thank you. So then that means Oliver and Travis and Jackson Schellenberger were in one group and Connor, Mary, and Will. Okay. Okie dokie. I just want to make sure I get my breakout rooms set up before we are ready to go.
Do we
Nope.
join the
Nope,
breakout room?
Don't go, don't go, don't go. Let me close them. I'm going to close them and bring everybody back. I should have said that before. Just ignore it. I'm going to bring everybody back. Yep, sorry guys. I'm going to invite you to the room, but don't go yet. Okay? You're going to see the invite, but don't go yet. Sorry about that. All right. I want to go over our bell ringer before we split into groups, and I want to show you how I'm going to present before I give you the time to go do that on your own. All right, let's see. Everybody in. We're waiting for a couple more people to finish up your bell ringer. Make sure you're on Google Classroom finishing up your bell ringer. We'll go over those answers together. So when you do go to your rooms, I'll give you between 10 and 15 minutes to get things figured out. All you're really going to do is you're going to check with each other, make sure the slide is where you want it, and think about who's going to share the screen and all that stuff and get that figured out. And I'm going to have Connor, Mary, and Will go first. Oliver, Travis, Jackson group goes second, and the Joe, Jackson, Josh group go third. I only got through 2 last period, so we'll see if we get through all of them. Now, Oliver and Travis, Jackson Schellenberger has golf today. Do you have access to your materials, or was it Jackson that had them?
Yeah, we have access to them.
Okay, great. Joe and Jackson Cavalier, Josh is golfing today. Do you guys have access to the stuff you worked on yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I made the thingy, so.
Perfect. Well, you guys are on the ball. I love it. Can't wait till we're all back in school together. All right, let's take a look at this bell ringer. Let me share my screen.
I sucked at it.
All right. All right, which one is the feeling or the tone of the word? Yell it out if you know it.
Denotation.
Denotation is the dictionary definition. Remember, denotation, dictionary. The connotation is the feeling of the word. So the denotation doesn't really have a feeling with it. It's just what it is. And then the connotation is the word, how the word makes you feel, or the tone that it creates. So try and remember denotation dictionary, right? Because it's just a definition. And then if you think of, you know how sometimes to figure out what a word means or what the author means, you have to use context clues. So connotation is figuring out what it actually means or the feeling of it, just like context clues. That can help you. So that one is connotation. All right, let's just compare some. So I have debate, argue, and discuss with others. The definition is discuss with others. Which one is positive, debate or argue? Feel free to take a guess.
It's debate.
It's debate. Excellent, Joe. Debate gives us a positive connotation. If I say I was arguing with a student, my boss might look at me and say, why were you arguing with the student? If I say the student and I were engaged in a debate about the material, that's more positive. All right, so ask of someone, demand, request. So if I'm just asking somebody, both of these mean to ask somebody, right? To demand is I'm asking from somebody. To request, I'm asking something of somebody. Joe's been giving us all our answers. Somebody else jump in. Which one is negative, demand or request?
Demand.
Demand, good. To demand something, you sound like a brat, right? You're like, I want this right now. Like Veruca Salt on Willy Wonka. I want an Oompa Loompa. I want an Oompa Loompa now. She was my favorite. I like when she blew up. Oh, she didn't blow up into the big circle. She's the one that went down the hatch. So demanding is much more negative. Requesting is much more positive. All right. When we do this tomorrow, when we have our quiz, we're going to talk about denotation and connotation. I'm going to ask you actually to look at some ads, like a Coca-Cola ad and another ad, and you're going to look at the words that they use, and you're going to see what kind of feeling were they trying to create with that. So you'll practice that. You're going to have a little quiz on that tomorrow. All right. The other thing that we want to do on our little quiz is we are going to practice with comma splices. So remember, a comma splice is when I have one independent clause, I was hungry, and then I have another independent clause, I ate lunch, and I join them together with a comma. This is a comma splice. This is no good. This creates a run-on sentence. So what is one way that I can fix this sentence?
Put so after the comma.
Okay, perfect.
I
I
was
can
hungry, so I ate lunch.
Beautiful, Joe Mary. I was hungry, comma, so I ate lunch. So I used a coordinating conjunction. I joined them together with a conjunction, a fanboy. Excellent. What's a second way? Somebody besides Joe. Don't make Joe do all the work. What is a second way?
You can put a period.
I can put a period and create two separate sentences. Excellent. Excellent. All right, a third person, somebody else that has an answer. Give me the answer, a third way I can fix this. It's a piece of punctuation I can use there instead of a comma. Who remembers what that is called?
Semicolon.
Semicolon, thank you. Semicolon, we'll join those two together. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so here's what's going to happen for the rest of the period. I'm going to give you like 10 to 12 minutes to go back in your groups, figure out who's going to do what. But before we do that, I'll present my slides so you kind of know what we're looking for. Okay? So all I need everybody to do is to watch the screen so you can see what I'm presenting. Let me check real quick on my screen share and make sure I have my sound shared the correct way. Hang on one second. Sometimes I forget to hit that sound button, and I want to make sure I have that. When you are presenting on your, if whoever's presenting in your group, when you click share screen, before you pick your screen to share, on the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little box that you can check that says share computer sound. You want to make sure you click that so when you show whoever's sharing and you show your video, we're able to hear it. Okay? All right. So let me present mine. So let me get rid of this pointer. It's making my eyes hurt there. All right. So if this was my group, let's just pretend that my group had migrant farm workers in the 1930s. So you guys have African Americans in the 1930s, people with disabilities in the 1930s, or women in the 1930s. My group was migrant farm workers. So we have three kinds of sections to present, and you have three people in your group. So maybe you want to break it up that way. One person will talk about this first part, one person will talk about the second part, and one person will lead us through the video. You decide in your group how you want to do that, okay? So, migrant farm workers in the 1930s. So first let me tell you some facts about migrant farm workers in the 1930s. So these are people, they're not people who just didn't have jobs. These are people who were previously employed. They had a job, but then something happened, right? So we know that we had the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl, and these people lost their jobs. And the only thing they could find for jobs was migrant farm workers. So sometimes they would have to go where they were advertising jobs, and they would stand in line, and then they would get this ticket, and they would take this ticket, and they would go to work. So it was really, really difficult for people. They weren't guaranteed to have jobs each day, and they had to go there every time. When that job was done, they'd have to go to the next place. They were displaced from their homes. So these are people who had lived in a place, and some of them, maybe their family had lived there for generations, but because they couldn't afford their home anymore, they couldn't afford the land anymore, or they were farmers who couldn't afford the new equipment that was necessary, they were displaced. So they're traveling around trying to find a place to live. Migrant farm workers were poorly paid. During this time period, because there were not a lot of jobs, they could pay them a very low wage because these people really needed a job and really needed money, and they would work even when they weren't getting a fair wage because that's what they needed. Migrant farm workers were transient, which means they moved around a lot. So it was really hard for them to establish roots. Okay? So that's kind of what it was like being a migrant farm worker in the 1930s. The challenges that they faced were one, a lack of stability. So if a family has to get up and move every 2 months, imagine if your family had to move every 2 months, and every 2 months you had to go to a new school, and you had to find new people in your neighborhood, and you got to pack up all your stuff and throw it in a bag. That would be terrible, right? You would have no stability in your life. The second thing is there was a lot of discrimination against immigrants. So there were immigrants who were trying to find jobs as migrant workers, and there were American citizens who were also trying to find jobs as migrant workers. And the immigrants faced a lot of discrimination because they were considered to be stealing jobs from Americans. Another challenge they faced is even though they wanted to work, there were not enough jobs available for everybody. So that could be difficult. And then the last one is that there was economic and environmental challenges. So we know about the drought and the Dust Bowl environmentally, and economically, it was the Great Depression. So when you see my pictures, right, I have 3 different types of pictures. One is what it looked like to work in the fields, and you notice there's even small children working in the fields. Another one is a picture where people would just kind of pile into the back of a truck, and then they would travel from place to place to go work. And this third picture I want you to look at is a bunkhouse. So when you look at that picture, what do you notice? Just look at that picture for a second. If you are living in there, Connor, make sure you're paying attention. You're looking up. I want you to pay attention to what we're doing here. I don't know what you're working on over there. So that bunkhouse, right? This is where bunk beds come from. You hear the word bunk beds? They're stacked up because these were called bunkhouses. And you would have lots of workers staying in a bunkhouse. So you did not have privacy. You wouldn't have your own room. There might be a big room and there might be 15 of you in there. And when we read of Mice and Men, all the workers stay in a bunkhouse, and we'll be talking about what those look like. Okay? And then the last piece is to share my video. So now I'm going to share my video with you guys. Yeah, that was my fault. That was my fault. Okay, thanks. Or bye. Hi guys, sorry about that. So that's how the presentation will go. Does that make sense to you? Nothing super difficult. I think you'll be fine with it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you in your breakout rooms. You guys can go plan. I'll give you, it's 1:42, so let's say about 12 minutes, and then I'll call you back. So put everything together. You'll come back in 12 minutes. We'll start presentations. We'll get at least 1 or 2 done if we don't get all 3 done. Okay? All right. Well, I'll be interested to see if Hogarth is going to present today. All right.
Did we even? I might had worked on it while, somewhat today and somewhat yesterday.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like.
You want to see how much I wrote?
Hold on. AI. No, AI.
Hey, you want to see? You want to see what the teacher was saying? What the heck you are working on? I was working on my drawing. That's all. Okay. I'm all. Bah.
Alright, so
Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. I think we might. Did we use the same picture, the same video from what we were what we were watching?
yes. Because we were too lazy.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can find one.
Okay, I'm putting him away. He's not sitting still.
African. I don't know even know how to spell African of this.
Okay.
Introduction of
I swear, like, I'm the only one that uses backgrounds in school.
No, you're on. Before I share this, do you guys think this is good? I'm gonna go and chat for you guys.
You guys use
I
it from
can't,
time to time, but...
What do you think this
Or
is
you,
good?
just you have, but... I can't
It's not.
see.
It's not the same one. It's a different one.
It's not opening.
Oh, that's just fantastic. Okay. Yeah. I put it in here.
It takes a minute. It's okay. What the fuck is the bottom?
I'm gonna copy this, but I'm also gonna delete it right now. So, there you go.
It's triggering me with like the watermark and whatever this shit's at the bottom, but yeah, I guess.
Oh wait, it's loading. I got like.
Did I share my screen?
Yeah, whatever. Just accept it.
What the heck? Oh, I didn't share my screen. Okay, good. I thought I shared my screen for a second. Oh, dang, I have a lot of tabs. Which one is it? This one? Okay, hold on, let me show
Ow.
you. By the way,
I'm killing myself here.
don't think about it.
Alright, let me just open the window and, you know.
Okay, how do you think of this? It's only 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
That's fine.
And I don't think I even have the audio on,
Less
don't
than
I?
5 minutes, they said, and we kind of followed that, so.
So, just look how much I wrote here, and look how much I copied from the internet. I copied everything from the internet. So it says African Americans' life during the Great Depression and the New Deal, the Great Depression of the 1930s. I'm not going to read this because everyone who's watching my stream right now is going to listen to it a second time.
You're going to be the one that's sharing the screen, right?
Yeah. I'm also streaming on YouTube.
No. You gotta stream on Twitch as well. Don't forget that.
I stream on Twitch if I have to, but I don't have that many followers. Like, I'm surprised one person is still watching. Like, I even said, I was about to put in my title, this is gonna be boring. If you guys don't want to watch, don't go ahead and don't watch. But
streaming your schoolwork?
Yeah, I'm streaming my schoolwork for a little bit. That if they want to be part of like like I don't know, like if they want to be part of my school for a little bit,
They hear like whatever people or other people saying, like Mary and I or something.
I only got one comment. It said yes, school. And that was at 11:55 a.m.
Oh, I misspelled annoying. Oh, great.
Okay, so
Your creator sucks and I am cool.
Jim Crow. I was allowed for an increased period of I don't even know that word. I need to use Google. You guys will see. Google. Translate. I don't speak English. I speak British. Not really. I speak a different language when I came here. Oh.
Discrimination.
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 Discrimination. I don't care. Jim Crow. I was allowed for an increased period of discrimination against African American and exist follow the Civil War amendments. Okay, there you go. And how the heck to read this? Red dining. Okay. Of the informal segregation. I don't think I said that correct. Of where central groups are allowed to live, starting in the period of some say that if they still exist today. I think I might also have this on 50, so how is that possible of putting that on 100? She's also going to see that, so let me just take that off.
So it looks like we're done, basically. Or is there still something else we need to do?
Well, I thought it's a leaf say. What does the leaf say? Okay, no. I should just use this one. Ha. My screen is lagging right now.
Okay. What other stuff you have on that?
Good.
What is that?
It's a toddler's face. You know what I also can do?
What?
Giddy go.
Oh my god.
And guess what I can also do? I'm Batman.
You got Superman on there?
I might. Superman, you say? Dun, dun, dun. That wasn't supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen.
That's so weird.
Let me turn this background off because that'd be easier. Dun dun dun.
Is there anything on Iron Man?
This definitely is on. Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is your Batman speaking. We have some reporting news that Superman is above us now. So we need some news to stop him becoming the evil clone of Batman. That didn't make any sense. Okay, you say Iron Man, so
Oh, that's cool. Iron Man with headphones.
that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want yet. Where is it? Yeah. I am Tony Stark. I want to destroy the world. Beep bop, beep bop.
Is Thor on there?
I can check. Imagine not.
Oh, Connor, you better. You better get.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
Okay.
Hello there. Can I be a nightmare? I just want to be a nightmare. Yeah, all half sun.
Connor, you're muted.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh my god, he's gonna do himself in so much trouble.
Here I am talking and nobody can hear me. I didn't realize I was on mute. Sorry. I was over here talking. I'm like, what's going on? Connor, what are you doing? And I'm talking and talking. Next time you see my mouth moving and you don't hear me, say, hey, Mrs. Dunlap, you're on mute. All right.
Your video,
didn't think we
you
saw
didn't
your
have your
camera.
video on either. I couldn't
Oh,
tell.
God, what's going on? I'm losing my mind. Oi, it's a good thing tomorrow's Friday. All right, my friends, let's refocus. All right, group number 1 is going to be Connor, Mary, and Will. So you guys are going to go first. Who is going to take over the screen and present the slide? All 3 of you should be able to talk about it, but who's going to be presenting?
Connor's gonna do the screen thing.
Okay. All right, Connor, go ahead and get started.
Okay, I forgot how to unmute myself.
All right, good. Now make sure to click on view and present so it's nice and big on our screen.
Wait, can you guys see it big or no?
Click on view. See the top where it says view?
View.
File, edit, view. Underneath your name. File, edit, view. Click on view.
I am confused right now. What?
Up on the top, underneath where your name is, you have a tab that says File, Edit, View. Click on where it says View. You see your name?
I see my name, yes.
Up top. Connor Erickson, Perspectives from the 1930s. Underneath Erickson, see the word View?
Is somewhere over here?
It's like where? Okay, go to see where your tabs are, and then go underneath your tabs, and then there's like your name, and then the view thing.
I might need you guys to show me a second.
Connor, listen. You know how you go to File and Print?
No, I never exactly used Zoom for a long time.
No. You know how to use slides in Google Drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you were going to print this slide, you would go to File, Print, right?
I'm still confused.
Okay, stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay, let me pull up a slide. So when I am presenting a slide, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, you see my screen?
Yeah.
You see the slide? See up here where it says File,
Okay.
Edit, view.
Oh.
On view, and then I click present, it gets bigger.
Okay, that makes more sense.
All right, go ahead.
You could just hit the present button though.
True.
Or hit the present button, either one.
So you said
Present.
percent. Okay. Do I also have my audio on for this?
Good. We're good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, what we said for describe how life was, for this group of African Americans in the 1930s. I don't really think we did list 4 facts, but we mostly just did like a whole paragraph.
That doesn't have to be in a list. That's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what we said was African Americans' life during the Great Depression and the New Deal. The Great Depression of the 1930s rooms the already break. Is that break?
Bleak. Okay. So
Bleak.
So worsen the already bleak economic situation.
Yeah. Of African Americans, they were the first to be led off from their jobs, and they suffered from an unemployment rate 2 to 3 times that of whites. In early public
assistance programs.
African Americans often received substantially. Is that how you say it? Less aid than whites, and some
charitable
organization even include blacks from their soap kitchens. Life for African Americans in American South in the 1930s was not easy. They faced racial discrimination and nearly constant threats and violence, and far few. I can't speak.
All right, take your time. Don't try and rush.
Fevers.
Employment opportunities.
Then right. The economic situation in the 1930s was grim at best, even downright dire. In the 1930s, African Americans did not have a lot of rights to claim and did not have a lot of freedom.
All right, so it was not a good life necessarily for African Americans. So a lot of the information that you talk about in there is how it was worse. It was already bad because of the Depression, and it was even worse for blacks than it was for whites. Now, one of the videos that I sent you talks a little bit about the Harlem Renaissance. What did you guys learn about the Harlem Renaissance? Because that was like the different side of things. Can Mary or Will, can you talk to what the Harlem Renaissance was?
I was like, I don't know, like the African Americans were like having a fun time, like dancing and I guess like showing up in shows or whatever.
Yeah, do you guys know what the Renaissance is, like in Europe when they had the Renaissance? So the Renaissance in Europe, if you remember this back from like history of Western cultures maybe, the Renaissance was a time period where there was lots of new music and new art and new dance and new things like that, right? So the Harlem Renaissance was when a lot of African Americans in the 1930s moved from the South to the North, because even though discrimination, all these things that Connor just talked about, even though that happened across the whole country, it was worse in the South than it was in the North. So there was a big migration of African Americans who moved from the South to the North. And when they did, a large group of people settled in Harlem, which was a city, like a little small section of the city up in New York. And they called it the Harlem Renaissance because that's where jazz comes from. That's where there are lots of artists and poets and authors and musicians and singers that come out of the African American group of people in Harlem in the 1930s. And so that's why it's called the Harlem Renaissance. So that was the positive side, and those are some of the very positive contributions from African Americans in the 1930s as well. Great. All right, who's going to tell me about the challenges they faced? Mary or Will? Who's going to talk next?
Go ahead, Mary.
Go ahead, Mary.
African Americans went through a lot of discrimination.
So tell me about some of the specifics you have in your box there. So maybe can you tell me about some of the types of discrimination that they had, that they faced?
They were picked on by other people.
Look at your notes, that because this is being shared right now, right? So what are some of the specific things? Discrimination in what? What areas?
The South.
But what kinds of things are they discriminated against in? Like education, what else? Go ahead, you guys can help her out.
I'm trying to read over this note for a second.
So it's really important whenever you do a presentation to make sure like you use the words instead of, one of the things that's really important is not just copying words from somewhere else, but making sure that you put it in your own words so it's easier for you to understand when you present it to us, okay? So in the box under challenges faced, one thing you have about is Jim Crow law. What was Jim Crow law? That's a true fact, but what was Jim Crow law?
Was he a person?
So what they mean by Jim Crow law means that even after the Civil War, even after slavery was abolished and made illegal, there were Jim Crow laws, which were laws that tried to keep African Americans from having the same rights as white Americans. So they would make these laws where people weren't allowed, like segregation, where black people weren't allowed to sit or interact in the same places that they did. Okay, so there was a lot of discrimination in housing, in employment, and jobs, and education. Redlining is whenever they don't allow people to move into certain parts of the city so they can keep all of one group in one part of the city. And that happened all the way past the 30s, even into the 50s and 60s, and there's still some evidence that redlining is happening today.
Yeah, also, I have a question. So, when I was in English and learning sport before, did I spell redlining correct, or is it supposed to be without an L?
No, the L should be there.
Okay.
All right, so I see two pictures that are one picture and then a set of three pictures. So we see what it was like for African Americans, and the one represents kind of the Harlem Renaissance area, and the other one is a little bit of the more difficult. So why don't you guys go ahead and play your video, and we'll see if we have time for another group.
Okay. Can you guys hear the audio?
I can't.
You guys can't? Okay. I don't know what the heck is happening with this.
So let's do this.
There you go. There you go.
Oldest Southern problem, born 300 years ago with the introduction of slavery, is that of the Negro. Today in Dixie, there are almost 9 million colored, for the most part still economically insecure. Can you hit
pause for me, Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this video, I think, can you hit escape from the video for a second? So I can see when it, and scroll up so I can see maybe when the time period is video.
Okay, scroll up.
Yep, that's fine. So this time period, when this is being recorded, is a long time ago from what we can hear, because they're using words like colored and Negro, and that is not how we refer to people. So let's just watch this without the video so that we can see some background. I mean, without the sound.
Oh,
okay,
without
so
the sound?
let's keep the sound off, because I don't know if they're using words that are still appropriate for today.
Okay.
So we'll just look at some of what we can see here. So we can see in the 1930s, we can tell that this is a poor area, right? You can see, do you see any white people, or is it all black people just together?
Mostly just blacks.
Right. So education was separated. You see, this department, whatever this was a government office, but there was a department that was just for Black people. So this is it looks like a medical facility of some sort, but only for Black people. So everything was kept segregated. Okay, there were fewer advancements that African Americans had access to because they did not have the money and they did not have the resources and access to things because in this society in the 1930s they were purposefully kept separated. So the CCC was the Civilian Conservation Corps. After the Depression, FDR was able to start some programs to help people get jobs. And the CCC was one where he had people go all around the country to try and build up parks and things. And even in FDR's programs, there was some discrimination between African Americans and white people. So the white people got the jobs before the African Americans did. All right, Connor, why don't you hit stop there? So I can see how much time we have. All right, so Connor, go ahead and stop sharing. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Okay.
All right, nice job. So we are not going to have enough time, are we? Because we only have 3 minutes. So what I think we'll do tomorrow is before we even do the quiz or anything, we'll have the first two groups do their presentations. Okay, so Joe, how about Joe and Jackson K? You guys, when we get in here tomorrow, you guys be ready to go first. And then Travis and Oliver and Josh, you guys will be ready to go second. Okay, and we'll do those two presentations real quick, and then you'll have the rest of the period to do your quiz, because the quiz isn't that long, and that'll still give you enough time, and we won't have anything else planned for tomorrow. Does that sound fair? Because I don't want to rush you, the rest of you guys, through your presentation. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? Connor, nice job presenting. Mary and Will, thank you for helping out and adding information. Does anybody have any questions? If you want to review for the quiz tomorrow, you can look at the slides from last week and this week that have where it says week 2 slides and week 3 slides, and you can find the videos about connotation and denotation, and you can find the videos about comma splices. So you can review those things if you want to review for your quiz tomorrow. Okay? If you have any questions about it or you're not sure where to find it, just reach out and ask me and I'll help you and I'll point you in the right direction. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
I'm just messing around with the camera.
I see that. You look like a completely different person.
Yeah.
Wait, who is that?
It's Thor, but I'm pretty sure it's when he's older or something, or younger. I don't know.
I don't know. He's much older, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the devil. Okay, this light is so dang bright, it messes up, like, the effect. Not gonna lie. See, watch. If I don't have so much light, if I can actually not get so much light, it doesn't really mess that up. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna hop into my last class. I'm surprised you guys are still watching, but after my last class, I think I might end my live stream and hop into a different live stream. Maybe on YouTube, maybe on Twitch. It might just be on Twitch this time. But if you guys want to go check out my Twitch, it's just Gamer Haven Plays. I put that on the screen for you guys, so hold on. So it's literally just Gamer Haven Plays. I'm gonna keep that up for you guys, so yeah, it's literally just Gamer Haven Plays if you guys want to go check that out. So yeah, let's hop in my last class. The heck? As promised, here's the link as viewer. You can, okay, so let's use this for a second. Okay, Neopod, what is your reaction of joining the? What is your reaction to this adventurement for joining World War One? What do you think this is depicturing? I don't know. Here, let me just copy and paste that, cause I'd rather not type right now. So, I need. Okay, I'm gonna look and see what most people will say because I need an example for that. But let's hop into my last class. So where's the Zoom? Oh, it's right here. By the way, my school ends at 3:03, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be it might end a little bit early if possible. Dang, I lost my voice right there for a second. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
That's not what I wanted. Okay, so I need an example. Postman of 1. What's the reaction of to this? Program. I don't know what that is. Okay, hold on. Information expected on the. I know I'm muted. Misleading nature used to promote the politics on similar political cause a point of view or a point of view. He was charged with disputing enemy. I don't know. Is that laws or rules? I think that might be rules. Okay.
Okay, I'm still waiting on just a couple of people, so I'm just gonna give people some time to join. In the meantime, hi, welcome back, everybody. I'm gonna share my, well, actually, no, wait. I'm not gonna do that yet, just so I can take actual attendance.
Since I am the Galaxy Army.
We have almost everybody, so that's
We
pretty
need
good.
the Galaxy.
Whew. Hopefully you saw that dashboard is pretty much updated for you. So that's all good. Just give me one moment and I'll be right with you. Okay, I have all but one, and I have a feeling he'll probably be hopping in here a little bit later. Connor, I like your background.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. I know that there's a link in Google Classroom for you to access this Nearpod, but because I accidentally shared them all the same one with each class, it ended up not working after the first class. So you're just going to have to go to nearpod.com and put in this link. Hopefully you see it. What should pop up on your screen is going to be a collaborative board, which we've done before. What you'll need to do is look at this image. It's a poster during the early parts of World War I, and I just want you to react to it and think about what it is depicting by sharing your thoughts into that text box below. So take about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Thank you, Connor. I'll put that back up for you too.
What is your reaction to this? By joining World War One.
And we'll get started in a couple minutes. I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things while you're working on this.
Share pod and slash or image here. Without animated animation. What's the reaction? It looks like it's a woman with. Okay, I don't even know what to say. I'm not gonna take that, but I'm gonna say something like it looks like it is a woman.
Hi.
Hello.
Woman.
Me about to get in here. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Is
it's
a
okay.
woman
I lost. Hold on. I literally lost
with
everybody.
a child.
Oh gosh, it's definitely the end of the day.
I needed a
Come on. Where'd you go?
I needed something to start it, so.
Oh my gosh. Where is everybody?
It looks like a woman with a child trying
What?
to prevent someone.
Okay, I don't know what I did. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. Okay, now I see everybody again.
Someone or something. Someone or some. What the? Okay.
And now
Okay.
It looks like.
Can I tell you, Miss Owen?
Sure, Jackson.
The reason I'm not really gonna be have my camera on is
to prevent someone or
because
something.
my audio works better without my camera.
Yeah, some people have that problem. Did you hear I was talking about that today?
Holy dang.
I cannot see anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will talk to you about it in a second. I can't see anybody on my screen, and I don't understand why. My cat is snoring. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna leave. I don't want to though.
Try minimizing your page.
Minimize which page? I'm on 2 screens. Like I can, yeah. If I stop sharing, I can see you. I'll try that again. Now I see you, right? And it's all great. And then as soon as I go to share my screen, let's just, then you disappear because I accidentally, oops, there you are. Got it. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can probably just slide the screen a little bit, and then you can see people right next door.
See, I did do that to start off because I needed to put something in the dashboard. And that's why I did it. And yeah, and now it looks super weird. Okay. You can still see my Nearpod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I think I have you mostly back. Sorry about that. I'm losing my mind. Whoops. Okay. But now my email's gone, I think. Oh well. I feel like I shouldn't mess with it too much. No, we're good. Actually, wait, it is there. Oh, well, I don't need it. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, so yeah, Jackson, you were right. Yeah, I am going to talk to you a little bit about that today. Just because I know that like we're definitely at the end of the day, but I like seeing your faces. And so one of the things that I was talking about in a meeting yesterday was that we were really trying to say that it's we can't force you to turn your cameras on. Obviously, like we can't require that of you. But I can't 100% know that like you're with me and participating if I don't see you. And it's just nicer to see your faces too. So I'm going to encourage you to turn it on. Really, if you can't or feel really uncomfortable with it, you should send me an email just explaining that to me or a private message. I would really appreciate that. I know our class is pretty good, at least about sticking together, but like we ran into problems yesterday. By the end of the day, I think we're all just kind of tired. Online learning is definitely a lot different, and you have to take more ownership of your learning during this time as well. So I'm just trying to do everything I can to help you. It's a lot harder to get to know you if I can't see you and interact with you as much. So I'm just really going to encourage you, if you can, to please have it on. It worked really well where most of the kids in my class of third period turned it on, and it was really, really nice to see their faces. So I'll just continue to encourage you. I know that at the end of the day, like I said, you're definitely wiped out at this point, but it's still really nice. The other thing I just wanted to mention is that something else that we talked about in a meeting yesterday was that it's sometimes hard to tell if you're having difficulties with technology, if you get up to use the restroom, or if you're just not attending class. And so that's why I'm just going to ask you that if you need to get up to use the restroom or grab a snack or a drink or something like that, you just shoot me a private message in Zoom, just letting me know. That way, in case I go to call on you and you don't respond or type anything back, I don't like assume that you're just not attending class. So just keep the doors of communication open with me. That way I know what's going on with you and I don't think that you're like ditching out on class. I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't do that to me, but I just want to make sure that you're getting the most out of this experience while we're doing it. I know it's not ideal. I know it's difficult. So I'm just trying my best, and being the last class of the day, again, that's tricky too after you've gone through this for about 8 hours. So it looks like most of you have had the chance to add something to this collaborative board. So that's what we're looking at today is propaganda. Now this image, I'm just going to go through and look very quickly at what some of you have said. Sorry, because of all my tech problems. Vanessa says the atmosphere is very dark and edgy. It also seems that the mother is protecting the baby and is distressed. At the bottom of the poster, it says enlist so that you can protect your family. That's a good point. Yeah, it's trying to get people to join the army. I think you're all making a really good point about protecting families. I think that's really interesting. That really hasn't been brought up much in my other classes today. Jackson says that it's playing on emotion. That's absolutely true. That's what propaganda is going to do. It's going to try to play on your emotions to make you feel a certain way or do a certain thing. You all have really great descriptions here, but Jennifer is actually the only one that's like spot on. So she says it's of a woman and baby drowning. It's probably supposed to convince men to join the war so their wives and children won't die too. So more on the right track with this. This image is actually supposed to show the sinking of the Lusitania and how innocent people like women and children died because of that. It's supposed to play on the emotions of Americans where we had 100 of them die. And so it's supposed to really make you feel a certain way and encourage you to enlist in the army to fight in World War One. So great job with that. I think that these are really good additions. What we're going to be talking today is propaganda. You will have a quiz tomorrow. It's 20 points, multiple choice in a Google form. You probably saw I already posted tomorrow's items for you. So you'll get an email during class time with the link to the quiz from me. So just look out for that when we meet in class tomorrow. There will be questions about propaganda on the quiz tomorrow, which is why I also posted in Google Classroom this preview link for this assignment, so or for this Nearpod, so that you can use it tomorrow since it is open notes. So just keep that in mind. The study guide is also in Google Classroom too. But propaganda. Propaganda is just posters. They're just posters, and they are the main means of communication between the government and its people during the war. The posters are supposed to inspire people to boost their spirits during war. They're supposed to inform you about things that are going on, and they're also supposed to persuade you to believe a certain way. We are not the only ones that use propaganda during the war. Both sides do. Both the Allies and Central Powers use it. There's no Twitter. There's no 6 o'clock nightly news. There's no Instagram or Facebook at this time. So this is how people are really going to get their information. Even though the United States joins the war much later than all of the other players in these allies, in these powers, they are going to produce more posters than any other country. So we produce the most, and we're only actually in the war for like a year and a half. Now, just as a little side note, random information, American posters are depicted more brightly and positively than German ones. Germans are more dark and, somber. I'm going to take you through 4 different types of propaganda today and themes. 3 of them, in my personal opinion, are pretty self-explanatory. If you saw a poster of this, you would be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's this theme. Super easy. The last one I'm going to talk about is the only one that's a little bit wishy-washy, and we'll explain that more in terms of what that looks like for your quiz tomorrow as well. The first type is enlistment and recruitment posters. So mostly these are going to be used to ask men to join the military and to do their duty and protect and fight for their country. This is going to be used very heavily with Great Britain. One reason is because Great Britain has a volunteer-only volunteer-only military, and the United States will also use it as well, even though we will implement the draft. So you want to try to build up your numbers, and to do so, you need to recruit people. So this is really trying to play on the emotions of an adventure, of strength and bravery, to try to encourage our men to go and fight in the war. However, this can also be used for women and be used to encourage them to join volunteer organizations like the Red Cross and the YMCA during the war effort. The example that I have on the screen is a figure that kind of looks like Lady Liberty, at least in my eyes, carrying a flag and a sword, who is standing on top of the world. So in my personal opinion, it's supposed to be like a very triumphant looking image where someone is going to fight and stand